A very good morning, everyone. I welcome you all for the session 6 of Unit 4 Digital to Analog and Analog to Digital Converters of the subject Digital Electronics for the third semester. So, today we shall discuss the ADC definition, the various ADC techniques, and among the various ADC techniques, we would be discussing the flash type of ADC, and later on we will discuss the multiple choice questions. What is an ADC? As the name itself indicates, ADC is a kind of converter which converts a continuously variable analog signal into a digital signal which is represented in the binary form. Analog signals are measurable quantities, directly measurable quantities. The digital signals only have two states. For a digital computer, we refer the binary states as logic 0 and logic 1. As you can see from the figure here, this is a converter which is accepting an analog signal, a continuously varying analog signal as an input, and it produces a digital signal, so which is represented by the binary sequence of logic 1 and logic 0 state. You can see a logic 1 and logic 0. So a series of binary bits are expected as outputs. So why this ADC is required? Let us assume a scenario where you want to measure temperature of the room. Usually, in order to measure temperature of the room, we will be using a temperature sensor, and most of the sensors are the transducers which are used to measure the physical quantities and gives the result in the form of an electrical output. Similarly, here also in this case, the temperature sensor, it measures the temperature of the room and it gives the result in the form of an analog electrical signal. But let us assume that the display where we want to display the result is a kind of a digital display, like a luminous display like LCD or LED. In such a case, whatever the output that has been given by the temperature sensor, which is in analog form, it may not be in a suitable form to drive the digital display. As we can expect a digital signal to drive the digital display, but here in this case we are getting an analog signal from the temperature sensor, so that I cannot directly give the output of the sensor to drive the digital display. In such a scenario, a converter is necessary to convert the signal from analog signal to digital signal, which is an appropriate signal to drive the digital display. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ರೂಮ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಮೆಜರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಸೆನ್ಸರ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಯೂಶಲಿ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಸೆನ್ಸರ್ ಅನಲಾಗ್ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ನಮಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಇರೋದು ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಆ ಅನಲಾಗ್ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ ನ ನಾವು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಗೆ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅಂತ ಕೇಸಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗ್ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಏನ್ ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದು ಕನ್ವರ್ಟರ್ ಅಂತ ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟರು ಅನಲಾಗ್ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ ನ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಆಗಿ ತಗೊಂಡು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಈಕ್ವಿವೆಲೆಂಟ್ ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಗೆ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಆಗಿ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ತೋರಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಅ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ ಮೆನಿ ಕೇಸಸ್ ವೇರ್ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ದ ಅನಲಾಗ್ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ ಇಂಟು digital signals. Next, there are various ADC techniques, or there are various ways are there to convert the analog signal to digital signals. The main techniques of ADC are, the first type is the flash type of ADC. Second one is a dual slope ADC. Third one is successive approximation ADC. Fourth one, a single ramp or single slope type of ADC. And the fifth one is counter type of ADC. So among these 5 different ADC techniques for your curriculum, the first 3, that are flash type of ADC, dual type of ADC and successive approximation type of ADCs are included. We will discuss the first type, that is flash type of ADC now. The flash type of ADC is the fastest type of ADC. The flash type of ADC, it works on the principle of comparing an analog input voltage with a set of reference voltages. In flash type of ADC, to get a n bit digital output, we need 2 to the power of n minus 1 comparators. And the comparator outputs are connected to the input of priority encoder circuit, which then produces the actual digital output, and it needs a 2 to the power of n registers to set n reference voltages. So flash type of ADC, so ಇರೋ 3 ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಫಾಸ್ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ADC ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇದು ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗೋದು ಯಾವ ತರಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಸನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಸನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಿದ್ದು ಏನನ್ನ ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಸನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಕೊಟ್ಟಂತ ಅನಲಾಗ್ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ನ ಸಮ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಆಫ್ ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಕಾಂಪೋನೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ನೀಡೆಡ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ನೋಡೋದಾದ್ರೆ, ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ we need, for a flash type of ADC, we need 2 to the power of n minus 1 comparators, and we need a priority encoder circuit, and we need to have a voltage divider circuit which consists of 2 to the power of n resistors to set n reference voltages. Let's say if we substitute n equal to 2, means let's say if it is a 2-bit flash ADC, for n equal to 2, if you substitute a value 2 for n, then we need 2 to the power of n minus 1 comparators. 2 to the power of n comparators, n minus 1 comparators andre 2 to the power of 2 minus 1, in the sense we need 3 comparators, and we need 2 to the power of n resistors, means we need 4 resistors in the voltage divider circuit to set reference voltages, and we expect a 4:2 priority encoder. Similarly, if you substitute for 3-bit flash type of ADC, if you substitute n equal to 3, then we need 2 to the power of 3 minus 1, that is we need 7 comparators, and we need 8 resistors in the voltage divider circuit to set the reference voltages, and we need a 8:3 priority encoder. So these are the various components that are needed to construct a flash type of ADC. We will discuss the operation of each of the components one by one. Very first component that we need to construct a flash type of ADC is comparator. In electronics, comparator is a device which compares 2 voltages or currents, and it outputs a digital signal indicating which is larger. So generally here the comparator is implemented using an operational amplifier. So as you already know, operational amplifier is a kind of an amplifier which is used to do some mathematical operations as well. So here the comparator as you can see, there are two inputs are there. These are the two inputs where actually the two voltages are the two currents which are to be compared are given as inputs. This comparator, it does the comparison function, and finally it gives an output through this terminal. It gives a digital output, either a logic 1 or logic 0, depends on the comparison. As you can see, there are two inputs are here. One is indicated with V plus and another one is indicated with V minus. The V plus, it indicates it is a non-inverting input, and V minus, it indicates it is an inverting input. So this comparator, it subtracts the voltage or the current from an inverting input of an inverting input from a non-inverting input. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಟರ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ಇನ್ವರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ ಇರುವಂತ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಅಥವಾ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ನ ಈ ನಾನ್ ಇನ್ವರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಅಥವಾ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ನ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಯಾವ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಐಡಿಯಲಿ it may be a logic 1 or it may be a logic 0. Whenever the inverting input is less than the non-inverting input, then it gives a logic 1 as output. And similarly, if inverting input is greater than non-inverting input, it gives a result 0. So here only it is written V naught will be 1 whenever V plus means the voltage at the non-inverting input is greater than V minus, that is the voltage at the inverting input. Otherwise, it gives a result 0. Next type of component that is required here is the voltage divider network. So the voltage divider network is a simple circuit which turns a large voltage into smaller one. So since as we while discussing the definition of flash type of ADC, we told that it does the comparison with some set of reference voltages. So as we need some set of reference voltages to have the different reference voltages, we would be using the voltage divider network. So here in this figure you can see there are 4 resistors of equal resistance R are connected in series fashion across a voltage supply of V voltage. And here there are 3 different nodes at different places are taken, so which will serve as a reference voltages for the comparison operation for the comparator. So as we know that since these 4 resistors are connected in series, the current that is flowing through them will be same. Only there will be a difference in the drop, but since all resistors are of equal resistance values, the drop across all of these resistors will be V by 4. So as we have taken first node here, remember while measuring the voltages are always measured with respect to ground. Let's say this is the first node. At this first node, if you measure the voltage drop, then it would be V by 4. Similarly, if you consider or if you take out one more node, that is second node here, the voltage at this node will be the addition of these two drops, that is V by 4 plus V by 4, because the voltages are measured with respect to ground. So V by 4 plus V by 4, it gives a result 2V by 4, which can be further simplified as V by 2. If you take one more node here, that is third node, and if you measure the voltage at this node, it would be V by 4 plus V by 4 plus V by 4, which would be 3V by 4. Like this. So if you want more and more reference voltages, then we should add more and more resistors in the resistor divider network. So using just 4 resistors, an input voltage, we can create an output voltage that is fraction of the input. Okay. And next, and the third component is the priority encoder. So as we already studied the standard encoder and its operation, the standard encoder can be represented by the digital system 2 to the power of n is to n. So which means an encoder is a combinational logic circuit which accepts a binary information on 2 to the power of n input lines and produces a decoded output on the encoded output on the n output lines. So here, among the 2 to the power of n input lines, any one input line will be active high state, in active high state. So whichever the input is in active high state, in response to that, an encoded output is produced on n output lines. But there are some scenarios where more than one inputs can be at active high state. In such scenarios, the standard encoder may not give or may not give the proper output, or it may not function properly. In such cases, whenever more than one inputs for an encoder are in active high state, a special kind of encoder is used to implement the functionality which is known as priority encoder. So this priority encoder, it assigns the priority levels to the various inputs, and according to the priority level, it is going to produce an encoded output on n output lines. A priority encoder is an encoder that includes priority function. Normal encoder doesn't have a priority function in it, but priority encoder, it imbibes a priority function in it. The priority encoder, in priority encoder, if 2 or more inputs are at logic 1 state, at the same time, the input having highest priority will take the precedence. So as you can see an example here, it is a 4:2 priority encoder. So there are 4 inputs are there and 2 outputs are there. Out of these 4 inputs, so which are designated as D3, D2, D1, D0, the D3 has got the highest priority as it is an MSB bit, and D0 has got the least priority or the lowest priority as it is an LSB bit. The priority level decreases if you go from MSB bit to LSB bit. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಎನ್ಕೋಡರ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಎನಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಯಾವುದೇ ನೋಡಿದ್ರು ನೀವು ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರು ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಹೈ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದು ಮಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಲೋ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಕರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ವಿಚ್ ಎವರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಹೈ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಎನ್ಕೋಡೆಡ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಸಿನಾರಿಯೋನಲ್ಲಿ ಮೋರ್ ದನ್ ಒನ್ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ಸ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಹೈ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಎನ್ಕೋಡರು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ನ ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅಂತ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಯಾರಿಟಿ ಎನ್ಕೋಡರ್ ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಪ್ರಯಾರಿಟಿ ಎನ್ಕೋಡರ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇರುವಂತ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಪ್ರಯಾರಿಟೀಸ್ ನ ಅಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ್ದಕ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಿಯಾರಿಟಿ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು, ಯಾವ್ದಕ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಿಯಾರಿಟಿ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಂತ ಅಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರಿಯಾರಿಟಿ ಲೆವೆಲ್ಸ್ ನ. ಸೊ ಮೋರ್ ದನ್ ಒನ್ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ಸ್ 1 ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಸೊ ಯಾವ್ದು ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ಗೆ ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಿಯಾರಿಟಿ ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ತಕ್ಕಂಗೆ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ನ ಎನ್ಕೋಡೆಡ್ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ನ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. Let's see the combinations here in the truth table. So in the first combination, as you can see, all the inputs are zeros, means none of the inputs are active high. In such cases, the output can be neglected. In second case, you can see the D0 bit is 1, whereas D1, D2 and D3 are zeros. Now, since the D0 itself has got the highest priority, as per the D0 bit, the output, encoded output would be produced as 00. Similarly, in the third combination, D1 bit is 1, whereas D2 and D3 are zeros. Here, irrespective of whether the content of D0 is 0 or 1, the D1 will take the precedence, as the D1 has got the higher priority level than D0. The output would be corresponding to D1 bit, that is 01. Similarly, in the fourth combination, D2 bit is 1. Since the higher priority bit is 1, it neglects the lower priority bits, that is it neglects D1, content of D1 as well as the content of D0. It produces an output according to the D2 bit, which would be 10. Similarly, in the last case, here the D3 bit is 1. Since the D3 bit has got the highest priority, so irrespective of the contents of the lower bits, it considers only the D3 bit content and it produces an output 11. So this is how a priority encoder works. So while constructing a flash type of ADC, generally we would be using the comparators. For the comparators, we would be using some set of reference voltages which are given by the voltage divider circuit, and the output of comparators are given as input to the priority encoder. The priority encoder further it outputs the digital equivalent of analog signal. Next, we shall see the construction of a 2-bit flash type of ADC. As you can see here, since it is a 2-bit flash type of ADC, it needs 2 to the power of 2 minus 1. That is, it needs 3 comparators. And in the voltage divider circuit, we expect 2 to the power of n resistors, that is 2 to the power of 2 means we expect 4 resistors, and the output of the 3 comparators are fed as input to a 4:2 priority encoder. 4:2 priority encoder. As you can see here, there are 3 comparators that are used here, that are C3, C2 and C1. The output of these comparators are fed as input to the 4:2 priority encoder. And as you can see, the non-inverting inputs of comparator 3, comparator 2 and comparator 1 are shorted together, and to this terminal actually the analog input is fed. And some set of reference voltages are provided to the inverting terminals of each of these comparators through the voltage divider circuit. As you can see, in the voltage divider circuit is made up of 4 resistors of equal resistance value R, which are connected in series fashion, and there are 3 nodes are taken. So these 3 nodes, the voltages at these 3 nodes, they serve as reference voltages for the comparators. For the first comparator, VR by 4 is the reference voltage, which is fed as an inverting input. And for the second comparator, VR by 2 or 2 VR by 4 is the reference voltage, and for comparator 3 VR by 4, so which serves as the reference voltage, and it is provided as an inverting input to the comparator 3. So here it is an 4:2 priority encoder, as we can expect 4 inputs here, but since there are only 3 outputs of the comparators are fed as input here, the fourth input for this priority encoder is assumed to be C0, which is always connected to VCC. So as we already understood the working of all these components, we directly jump into the function table and we consider the different scenarios and the outputs here. Let us consider the first scenario where the unknown analog input voltage is greater than 0 or equal to 0, greater than 0, but it is less than V by 4. The V by 4 in the sense, the unknown analog input voltage is less than the reference voltage for the first comparator. So in such a case, so since the comparator, it compares the reference voltage with the unknown analog voltage here, since it is the analog input voltage is less than 1 by 4, the output of the first comparator would be 0. Similarly, here also in this case, the voltage at the non-inverting input is less than the reference voltage. Obviously, here also it outputs logic 0. And similarly, the third comparator also it outputs a logic 0. Since C0 is always connected to VCC, so with 0, 0, 0, 1 combination, the binary output would be 0, 0. Okay. Let us consider the second case. So here, the unknown analog input voltage is greater than the first reference voltage for the comparator 1, but it is less than 2V by 4. Means here this analog voltage, Andra, the voltage at the non-inverting input for the comparator 1 is greater than V by 4. Means the output of comparator 1 would be 1. Whereas for the other two higher comparators, it would be 0, as the voltage at the inverting terminal, a reference voltage at the inverting terminal is greater than the analog input voltage. That's why they result 0, 0. And as the C0 is always connected to 1, so now with 0, 0, 1, 1 combination, C1 will take the precedence, and according to this, the output would be 0, 1. If you consider the third case, so in the third case, as you can see, the analog input voltage is greater than 2V by 4. 2V by 4 is nothing but V by 2, that is the reference voltage for the second comparator. Obviously, if the analog input voltage is greater than the reference voltage for the second comparator, means it would be greater than the reference voltage for the first comparator as well, so that the output of the second and the first comparator, they would be 1, whereas the output of the comparator 3 will be 0, as this reference voltage is greater than the analog input here. That's why with 0, 1, 1, 1 combination, with 0, 1, 1 combination, so here since C2 has got the higher priority than C1, the C2 will take the precedence and the output would be 1, 0. Similarly, for the last case, if analog input voltage is greater than 3V by 4, 3V by 4 is nothing but the reference voltage for the comparator 3. If analog voltage is greater than the reference voltage for the comparator 3, obviously it would be greater than comparator reference voltage of comparator 2 as well as comparator 1. So now all the comparator, they outputs a logic 1. So in such a case, since all the inputs of the priority encoders are 1, the C3 has got highest priority, as we know. Since C3 has got the highest priority, it will take the precedence, and according to this, an output 1 is produced. This is how a binary digital output is produced on B1 and B0. Here, not only these components are enough for the flash type of ADC operation, as the analog input is a continuously varying signal. To have the proper conversion, we have to sample the analog input voltage and it should be holded. The samples should be holded until the conversion is finished. For that reason, along with these components, one more circuit is necessary, which is nothing but a sample and hold circuit. So this is how a 2-bit flash type of ADC works. The operation is explained here. The comparator gives an output 1 or 0 state depending on whether the input signal is above or below the reference level at any instant. Those comparators referred above the input signal remain turned off, representing a logic 0 state, and the comparators at or below the input signal conversely become a logic 1 state, and the code resulting from the comparator is converted to binary code by the priority encoder. Now, if you consider a 3-bit flash type of ADC, the working principle is very similar to that of 2-bit flash type of ADC. The only difference is, for a 3-bit flash type of ADC, as we require 2 to the power of 3 minus 1, means totally we require 7 comparators, and 2 to the power of n, that is 2 to the power of 3, means we require a 8 resistors in the voltage divider circuit, and we expect the output of these 7 comparators to be fed as input to the an 8:3 priority encoder. As you can see from the figure here, there are totally 8 resistors are there and 7 nodes are taken, and the voltages at these 7 nodes, which will serve as the reference voltages for the comparators, and they are provided as input at the inverting terminal of the comparators. And for the non-inverting terminal, the analog voltage, which is to be converted into digital form, is provided as the input in all comparators. The output of all these comparators are provided as input to the an 8:3 priority encoder, and as the priority encoder is going to provide an output which is represented in the binary form on the bit lines B2, B1 and B0. If you see the function table, I will discuss the first and the last combination. Let us say the first combination, whenever the input voltage is less than the V by 8. V by 8 is the reference voltage at the inverting terminal of the first comparator. Since the unknown analog input voltage at the non-inverting terminal of the first comparator is lesser than the voltage at the inverting terminal here, it gives a result 0. Since the first comparator itself is resulting a value 0, all comparators will also result a value 0. Since all the outputs of the comparators are zeros, it results a binary sequence 0 0 0 as the output. Let us see the last combination. So in the last combination, as you can see, let me erase this. In the last combination, it says Vin is greater than 7V by 8. The 7V by 8 is nothing but the reference voltage for the 7th comparator. Since the unknown analog input voltage at the non-inverting terminal is greater than 7V by 8, it would produce a result 1 at its output. Since the higher comparator itself is resulting 1 here, rest all comparators they result 1, because obviously the analog voltage which is to be converted into digital form would be greater than rest all reference voltages here at the inverting terminal. They all result 1. So with all ones, now since C7, the comparator 7 output has got the highest priority. As per this priority function, the priority encoder, it provides an output, encoded output as 1 1 1. So this is how 3-bit flash type of ADC works. Here the number of bits, we cannot have an n-bit flash type of ADC. The number n is restricted to 8 here. What are the pros and cons, or what are the advantages and drawbacks of flash type of ADC ಅಂತ ನೋಡೋದಾದ್ರೆ, very first advantage is it is very fast, as you know, and it is very simple to operate. The speed is limited only by gate and comparator propagation delay here, and it provides an highest accuracy. What are the drawbacks? Very first one is, even though flash type of ADC is fastest of all, it is not suitable for higher number of bits, 8. Why? Because as the number of bits increases, so it is going to increase the number of comparators as well as the number of resistors in the voltage divider circuit, which ultimately increases the cost of the circuit, as well as the circuit will become more and more complex. Now let us discuss some multiple choice questions on this topic. The first one, the device which converts an analog signal to digital signal is known as ADC, DAC, rectifier, none of the above. Obviously the answer is ADC. Second question, which of the following is not an ADC technique? Flash type of ADC, successive approximation type of ADC, dual slope ADC, and R2R resistor divider network. Obviously the answer will be the fourth one, R2R resistor divider network, as it is a kind of DAC technique. The third one is, which ADC technique is fastest among the following? The first one is flash type, second one is successive approximation type, dual slope type, and none of the above. Obviously the answer would be first one, flash type. How many comparators are needed for an n-bit ADC? So first option, n comparators, 2n plus 1 comparators, 2 to the power of n minus 1 comparators, and none of the above. The answer will be 2 to the power of n minus 1 comparators. Fifth one, In flash type of ADC, the output of each comparator is connected to input of a decoder. Second option priority encoder, third one multiplexer, and fourth one demultiplexer. The answer will be priority encoder. Sixth one, which ADC works on the principle of comparing analog input voltage with a set of reference voltages? First one flash type, second one successive approximation type, dual slope type, and fourth one none of the above. Obviously the first one flash type of ADC, because the definition itself will tell you that it is going to do a comparison operation with some set of reference voltages. So with this I am going to conclude the session. I thank you one and all.